4 years ago, in the summer of 1949, a group of 9 came together to craft a vision of the future of America. They set upon themselves one key question: what makes America great? Is it the sweat of our brows? No. Is it the beautiful land upon which we built our homes? No. It is the ability for any man to achieve whatever he sets out to do using the tools of his great nation. Welcome to the American Dream. My name is Buddy Washington, and I will be your guide. We'll be going on a trip through time to discover the magnificent future that lies ahead with you and your guns. Soon you'll learn just how guns will be able to help you live life to the fullest. And as a special treat at the end of your tour, you'll get a sneak peek into the wondrous gun factory of tomorrow. We began with humble gunsmiths toiling away in their workshops. But a much grander future is in store for us. Press the green button in front of you, and we'll continue onward. Before we get started, we'll need to perform a brief questionnaire, a background check to gauge your eligibility to participate in the American Dream. Please select your gender. Select your skin tone. Have you handled a firearm before? Have you been convicted for any serious criminal offenses? Which is your dominant hand? Are you currently on any terrorist watch lists? Also, a word of warning. Please be aware of your surroundings while you experience the ride. You'll be waving your hands around a lot, so best not to play next to an ancient Ming vase or a full coffee pot. We want you to have a safe and fun journey. Please enjoy this brief introductory video. The home. The busy centerpiece of American life. It's where you'll find a diligent wife tending to her family's needs. Take a peek inside, and you might find her preparing her husband's favorite meal. Caring for their beautiful child. Or even taking a little extra time to make sure everything's nice and clean. Meanwhile, the husband is hard at work providing for his family. Whether he spends his days as a blue-collar worker in a bagel factory or as a young corporate manager on the rise, it's his job to bring home the bacon. On the weekends, husband does his part around the house as well. Managing finances, tending to the garden. And then finally settling down for some well-earned R&R. And a delicious home-cooked meal. The kind of family aspired to be. With the kind of home everyone should want to have. This is the American Dream. The perfect way of life. Press the green button in front of you to begin your journey. You may have noticed that you're carrying a pair of Carter 1912 single-action semi-automatic pistols. From the battlefield to your back pocket, the Carter 1912 will be the tool of choice for all your everyday needs. Let's see how the baby of tomorrow will learn how to use their very first gun. Before you can use the gun, you'll have to load it. Move your right gun across onto the magazine. That's it. Nothing like the sweet sound of a magazine slide. Great job. You're now armed and ready. Baby's hungry. We need to let Mommy know. Knock on the door a few times to get her attention. You did it. Mommy's here and look what she has. Looks like you're out of bullets. Hit the orange buttons on the side of your cot to get more magazines.
It's time for lunch. Open wide for the airplane.
Yum, yum. Excellent. You're reloading like a champion now. Baby's gonna grow up big and strong in no time. Now it's time for a little quiz. We want to make sure baby is well educated. Which one of these is the triangle? You got it! Which one of these is the color red? Correct. What does 2 plus 2 equal? Correct. Which one is your favorite animal? So that's your choice. How many bullets are there in a standard Carter 1912 magazine? Wrong. Bad baby. Well done. Who is your best friend? Excellent choice, my friend. Now let's learn how to aim our guns with a bit of target practice. A gun without aim is a dangerous thing, so make sure you know what you're shooting at. Shoot down each... Oh, those little ducklings are so cute. You should shoot them. That's it. Keep shooting those targets. Oh, ducklings are so cute. You should shoot them. Oh, those little ducklings are so cute. You should shoot them. By the way, did you know you can also manually eject your magazines? Perfect for when you want full control over when to reload. To eject your magazine, press the highlighted button on your controller. That's the way. I can already tell that baby's going to grow up to be a star soldier. You've now mastered the use of your trusty pistols. Remember to handle with care and use them responsibly. Safety first, kiddo. Now I know it's fun being a baby, but you'll only fit those diapers for so long. Let's move on. Press the green button and let's continue our journey. The perfect American family lives under three key pillars: love, pride, and guns. Let's take a look at these core values in action as a father bonds with his child.
Hey, sport, let's play catch.
In the future, new technologies will bring families closer together than ever before. Smelly old baseball gloves will no longer be handed down from parent to child like a decaying shackle to a primeval past. In the future, every good God-fearing patriot will get solid, refined, American blued steel, and 8 rounds of pure patriotism in each hand.
Catch. What are the rules in zebra baseball? 3 stripes and you're out. Why is the baseball stadium the coolest place to be?
Fantastic.
Because it's full of fans.
In order to properly bond with the American father, you must excel in at least one sport. Otherwise, you risk a lifetime of neglect, missed Little League games, and eventual abandonment.
I have to warn you, this ball is a little shiny. Did you hear the joke about the baseball? It will leave you in stitches. That one out of the park. Hear about the baseball player without children? He couldn't get to home base. I'll explain that one when you're older. Knock that one out of the park. Why was the baseball player drunk? He went out on a bender. Speaking of which, wonder what Ned's up to tonight. It is Tuesday after all.
I wish my dad played catch with me. His paws made it tricky, though.
How do you know the pitcher is getting a bit harder? He gets ready to blow. This one, sport.
Why do baseball players make the best kicks?
They're good at battery.
No.
In the past, it was a sacred bonding experience to take children out hunting and teach them to use their first guns. However, since the children of the future will grow up with guns right from the moment of birth, family bonding can happen even earlier and in the safe environment of the home.
Two baseball players walk into a pool. A bar. This one's gonna be a bit harder.
Don't forget
catch, kiddo. Did you hear about the baseball player who kept turning lights on and off? He was a switch hitter. You have no idea how much self-control it takes not to chase that ball right now. Well, you know what they say. If at first you don't succeed, just try catching the friggin' ball. It's not even... Wow! That was amazing! Nice ball handling, kiddo. I just know you'll make a crack shot marksman when you're older. I guess the apple doesn't get shot down too far from the tree. High five! Whoa there! That's a strong high five you got there. Don't want to break your old man's wrist, do you, hero? As you now see, guns can create new, exciting experiences for the entire family unit, making them even stronger than the families of yesteryear. They can all share in the Patriot experience and have fun whilst keeping everyone safe. An armed family is a happy family. To the teenage bedroom. The room is in a predictable state of disarray, reflecting the tumultuous emotional state of the average American teenager. It is a time when hormones rage, nipples bulge, and young Americans discover themselves, sometimes repeatedly.
What's all that noise in there? Did you get into your father's naughty makeup collection again? This room is a travesty. Clean it this instant or you're grounded.
Forget that, old relic. We live in a post-broom world. You don't need a broomstick when you have a boomstick. Instead of sweeping up like some kind of Neanderthal, use your guns to get Mom off our back. See all those items scattered on the ground? You'll need to put them back in their place. Squeaky clean. Even better than new.
Those bullet casings
Scattered on the floor? That's called interior design.
Ah, that's looking much nicer. Great work, honey. Let's get these curtains open and let in some fresh air. This window would sure make a great sniping vantage point.
Here at the American Dream, you can use your hard-earned dollars to try out the latest and greatest in firearms technology. First up, we have the Simpson M1905, a high-powered bolt-action rifle. This versatile tool was the standard-issue rifle for the U.S. military in World War I, and is still used to this day. While only capable of firing one shot at a time, what the Simpson lacks in rate of fire, it certainly makes up for in range. All this and more can be yours for the low price of $9.99. Sure, you could spend that money on candy, but did you know that candy is a serious choking hazard that kills hundreds of innocent children every year? Hold up! Before you can purchase that gun, you'll need to pass the mandatory 3-day waiting period. Ha! Just kidding. In the future, we will have abolished all state and federal laws around new gun waiting periods. This means that all Americans will be able to get as many guns as they want, whenever they want. God forbid the government would make us wait to get our hands on something we were born to own. Congratulations! The Simpson rifle is yours. Pick it up with your dominant hand. Feels good, doesn't it? You'll also need an extra tool to operate the rifle. This here is the Kruger 1898. This ludicrous over-engineered pistol has the stopping power of a pea thrown by an anemic child. Thankfully, our American scientists have added some modifications to make the Kruger useful again. It now comes equipped with a hand apparatus, allowing you to pick up and handle certain objects. To load the gun, you'll first need to cock the rifle. Use your hand gun to pull the bolt up and back. Once the rifle has been cocked, use your handgun to pick up the magazine on the left-hand side of the cart and push it into the underside of the rifle. Great! Now push the bolt back into place and you're good to go. Nice work. You're locked and loaded. Why don't we give our new toy a whirl? Let's go over to the window and do some shooting. I think those targets just insulted your mother. What are you going to do about it? Reaching up to 2,850 yards, it's the perfect instrument for tasks that require a little more reach. This model is also equipped with a premium high-precision optical lens for greater firing accuracy. No target is going to escape your sights with this baby. Remember, the Simpson must be cocked after each shot. Great shot! Bullseye! Nicely done. Ha ha! Great shot! Ha ha! Great shot! Bullseye! Oh, hey, it's your next-door neighbors, the Barrett twins. I've seen you looking wistfully towards your crush. Knock on the window of the one you like, and I'll show you how guns can help navigate the treacherous pathways of teenage romance. Ah, Taylor. She's a real cutie, isn't she? Looks like you got her attention. Are you sure that's the choice you want to go with? Excellent. Hey, is that Mr. Cinnamon? Get out of the way, you stupid cat. Taylor will now hold up a question, and you can shoot to select your response. With conversation cut down to the bare essentials, chatting up your teenage crush has never been easier. Ah, young love, such a beautiful thing. Hey, look who's got a date this weekend. With your natural charms and that gun by your side, you're sure to win Taylor over. However, there's more to romance than cracking a good joke and having a clean room, as we'll soon find out. Today, marking the date that our founding fathers signed the Declaration of Independence and heralded the dawn of a new age of freedom, liberty, and justice. It was said that this day ought to be solemnized with pomp and parade, with shows, games, sports, guns, bells, bonfires, and illuminations. We intend to uphold that sacred tradition, which is why you're going with Taylor to the Independence Day Carnival for your very first date. Look, here she is now.
So good to see you
The carnival has
again.
a wide range
I've been
of
looking forward
activities
to
for
this
you
all
and Taylor
week.
to enjoy.
Let's go check out the target shooting.
Step up, roll up, come one, come all. Put your marksmanship to the test and win a prize for that special someone. You there. You look like a crack shot. Come on down. The rules are simple. You have 5 shots to hit as many of the bottles as possible to earn points. Capiche?
This sounds like so much fun.
Close, but no cigar. Nice. next round. What did that pin ever do to you? You've sure got some stomping power. Lovely shooting. Nice shooting. On to the next round. Great shot. What did that pin ever do to you? You've sure got some stomping power. Ah, bad luck there. We got commies here. Fresh commies. Ready to be dunked. Hey, you there! Yes, that young patriot and your cute date.
Imperialist pig.
To play this game, you'll need to shoot the target and dunk our comrade here into the drink, thoroughly embarrassing him and ruining his reputation for being dry. Let's get to it.
It's not easy being red.
Hey, can we play Dunk Mr. Cinnamon next?
It's not easy being red. Capitalist swine. It's not easy being red.
Flash! Ha ha!
I've already been allocated enough water for today. It's not easy being red. It's not easy being
The
red.
only good communist is a wet communist.
Imperialist pig. Where's my seeker?
Great job. He didn't know what hit him. You've earned yourself a prize. Did you get lost on your way to the bread line?
Oh, it's adorable. Thank you. Oh, I'm having such a wonderful time with you. I hope you're having fun too. Why don't we get some cotton candy?
Hey there. Here you'll get to use your gun to make your own candy floss, just like our ancestors made this country.
That looks so yummy. Would you mind if I had a taste? Oh, that was delicious. Thank you.
Things seem to be going well, champion. Why don't we end this date with a bang? Every year on the 4th of July, patriots light up the sky with fireworks as a reflection of glorious America shining bright amongst the stars. And I assure you, it's no coincidence that the fireworks are loaded with gunpowder. Our freedom was won with gunpowder, so you can bet we're gonna celebrate with it too. To the arms, light up those fireworks, sit back and enjoy the show. Praise the Lord for giving us the science to make gunpowder.
Wow, I've never seen anything so amazing. for today. I've had so much fun. You're very sweet. Let's see each other again sometime.
Hey, I think she likes you. And from the look of your concealed carry, you like her, too. Hopefully you two will end up loving each other just as much as we all love America. For the next stage, we'll once again unholster our faithful Carter 1912 pistols. Grab them and we'll carry... The teenage years, a time of curiosity, discovery, and growth. It is at this right age that American boys and girls begin to enter the workforce and learn how to provide for themselves. In order to become productive members of society, future generations need to be equipped with more than just high-powered firearms. They need the strong work ethic and a can-do attitude that defines us as Americans. You've taken on your first part-time job at the Heston's Family Restaurant, home of the greasiest hamburgers made by the greasiest teenagers. Customers flock into our restaurants daily to get that world-famous Heston taste, each bite taking you 2 steps closer to a cardiac arrest. Ensure that both sides of the patty are cooked evenly. However, you need to be careful not to leave them on the grill for too long, or else they could burn. Our master burger artisan, Earl E. Bird, is on the other side of the grill, turning your patties into fast food masterpieces. Once each burger has been assembled, press the Order Up button so that your coworker can deliver the burgers to our eager customers. Jesus. That burger was a bit raw. If a customer gets food poisoning, poor Earl is gonna have to mop up the mess. You know what goes well with burgers? Freedom. Order up! That oil's pumping a fair bit. Someone could get hurt. Order up! Order up! The American fast food experience can be likened to the firing of a bullet. The food comes out fast, enters the body of the customer, and then exits shortly afterwards at extreme velocity. Speedy taste satisfaction is just a pull of the proverbial trigger away. That burger was a bit raw. If a customer gets food poisoning, poor Earl is gonna have to mop up the mess. Great burger. Keep it up. Be careful not to burn yourself on the grill. Safety first. Whoops! I dropped the burger! If it were up to me, the patties would be made with fresh cat meat. But hey. Order up! Oh man! I'm definitely getting fired! That is a... Oh, that patty is starting to burn. The burger incoming! Ah, burgers. The cornerstone of any nutritious breakfast. Order up! That patty is on fire.
The queue
The burgers is getting long. Hit the order up button to tell Al to get those burgers moving. Fresh heart attack coming up! That
patty is
burning. I can see my reflection in Earl's forehead. Ha-ha! Slick. Another burger coming up! Time's up! Great job! Our customers have knocked out at least
double their weight since entering.
Tell me what you've earned a whopper load of dough there, trooper. Remember, in America, the keys to success are a big smile, a big wad of cash, and a big gun. You're most of the way there, so keep it up. Too bad for Earl, though.
Due to his subpar
Performance, he'll be getting some personal discipline from Mr. Heston. You know what they say? The early bird gets the worm. Ah, prom night. The twilight of your teenage years. Prom night and the end of high school education marks a point when teenagers are finally released from their shackles and become free to experience the freedoms this nation has to offer to its dear
citizens.
However, we must remember
That those
freedoms weren't granted to us. They were won with American bravery, steel, and blood. This year's prom theme is the American Revolution. Remember when the British tyrants gripped the throat of liberty and we bravely fought them off our sacred soil? It was pretty great, huh? Just like our courageous militiamen and their brilliant leaders.
you will be
Venturing forth into the field of battle to fight for your right to party. You invited your high school sweetheart, Taylor, to the prom. And she said yes. From what I hear, plenty of other boys asked her, but she chose you in the end.
Oh, hey there. Glad you could make it, partner.
And there she is. Isn't she beautiful? You look pretty dashing yourself, might I say. How about we get a photo of the lovely couple? Give us your best action pose. 3, 2, 1. Say liberty. Oh, yes. Say hello to my little friends. Meet the Gunnies! Oh, no. It seems like the photo was too dark. Let's try that again with the flash. Give us another pose. 3, 2, 1. Say, overthrowing the tyrannical British hordes. Beautiful photo. You two just might make prom king and queen.
Hey, let's go dance.
Taylor's calling you over to dance. Never mind that you've never danced in your life. With your guns on the dance floor, you're sure to blow away the crowd. Let's have a practice round. Watch her and mirror each of her moves. Raise your left hand above your head. Good. Now extend your right hand to the side. Great! That's the way. You're a natural. Practice time is over. Let's get to the real thing. She won't wait for you anymore, so do your best to keep up.
You ready? Come on, Snake. Let's rattle.
Hey, isn't that last year's prom king Rex George? What's he doing here?
Hey, Dolly, why don't you leave that Saturday night special over there and let me show you how real prom king dances?
That nosebleed is trying to show off
The Taylor, that son of a gun is cruising for a bruiser. He has some mean moves, but he doesn't have a pair of Carter 1912s.
You there, I challenge you to a dance-off. Taylor, my dear, step back and watch as I raise your fence.
We cannot let him trample on our honor.
It's time
The duel, prom style. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, dance. Wow, that was incredible. You're the coolest. You shot him straight down.
That'll teach
Teach him to mess with a
certified gunslinger like
yourself. It looks like they're about to announce the Prom King and Queen. This year's Prom King and Queen are you!
Hooray! We did it!
Congratulations! Like the heroes of old, you have defeated the tyrannical rulers, freeing the people and paving way for a dance floor where all men are created equal. What a lovely evening. Let us recap the lessons we've learned tonight. Firstly, you never know when tyranny may strike, and we must always be ready. Secondly, it takes strength to overthrow tyranny, and guns give us the strength we need. When our honor and liberty is at stake, shoot first and ask questions later. You don't win wars with words.
You win them
With genuine
American blued steel.
As we forge onward towards the future, it's important to know where we've come from. Let's turn back the clock for a moment and look into the history of the beloved gun. It all began when some Chinese folks discovered gunpowder and used it in these ridiculous-looking hand cannons. I'd like to see you conceal carry one of those. Some stuff happened over in Europe, but nobody really cares about that. What matters is the gun eventually made its way to the shores of our sacred land. Turns out rifles were pretty useful for taking out the redcoats in the Revolutionary War. And so, from the freshly smoking barrel of a gun, the United States of America was born. In the years that followed, the American people flourished and set about establishing systems that would position us as the most resourceful nation in the world. We invented high-precision machines that automated and sped up the rate of production of goods like never before. This process was called the American System of Manufactures, but later was simplified to manufacturing. Completion of high school shift from baseball and outward adolescent middling to the pursuit of work and money. In a capitalist system, you're free to make your own money, meaning you live, die, or buy expensive cars based on your merits and ability to sell people things they don't need at outrageous prices. Income allows you to pay for basic needs such as food, shelter, and high-powered firearms. That's why you've taken up a job as a car wash attendant to help our fellow citizens keep their vehicles shiny and squeaky clean. For this job, we'll require a bit more firepower than we've been used to. Introducing the Johnson submachine gun. First deployed in 1918 for use in trench warfare. This gun also saw frequent use by friendly neighborhood gangsters to uphold street justice. The fully automatic Johnson is capable of firing 250 grain bullets at a rate of 1,200 rounds per minute, making it perfect for heavy-duty cleaning tasks such as washing cars, trimming stray nose hairs, and garden maintenance. Congratulations! The Johnson SMG is now yours. The Johnson must be reloaded with our old friend, the Kruger 1898, which I'm sure you remember from an earlier chapter. Unless the repeated sound of gunfire in close proximity to your head has turned your brain to soup. The Kruger's hand apparatus allows you to reload and grip the front of the SMG to stabilize your aim when firing. First, hit the illuminated button on your card to get a new magazine. Sensational! Your gun is loaded and ready to rumble! Nice work! You're on a kill streak! Now that you're acquainted
With your new tool, let's put it to use.
you'll be earning minimum wage. But the good news is, you don't have to work a minimum number of hours. Good. Now catch it with your handgun. That's the way.
Now insert it into the SMG as shown in the diagram. The clients
of the Winchester
Car Wash are busy doing their part.
in the capitalist machine and can only stop by for a short time. Luckily, our trusty weapons tech can be used to blast all the dirt from their cars before they move on. If you can shoot it off fast enough,
Enough, that is.
but if you do completely clean a car, you'll get a nice pay bonus. Great! That car's looking good as new. In the industry,
There is a technique
known as tactical reloading, where users will eject the magazine manually and reload early
to anticipate future actions.
This is also referred to as pro strats or elite skills. Don't spare the bullets
Plenty more
where they came from. In the past, there were
federal bans on so-called.
assault weapons. The government
Government believed that taking away these style of weapons
would somehow make us safer. But the question I ask is, what are we meant to do
when we see the
criminal next door washing his car with his fully automatic submachine gun, while we're left with a bucket and sponge like an idiot?
It's
Unfair and excellent work. Looks like it's just about time to wrap up with a... Oh God! You stupid
co-worker has turned on the hose and it's
out of control!
God damn it, Earl!
That hose is equipped with a 60mm
Nozzle.
capable of producing a whopping 1,200
Pascals of water pressure.
I have no idea what that means,
But the only way we're gonna stop it is to match its might.
with the strength of our fully automatic
Incoming fire!
Johnson SMG. No time to dawdle. You're the only one with a gun. Time to use it. Lives are on the line. Turn off that
Hose!
Watch out for the water
Spray!
Always remember to shoot red
Things.
barrels, levers. Those caps are red. You should definitely shoot the hell out of them. Incoming fire! Watch out for the water spray! Watch out for those bolts! All in a day's work. As you now see, guns are invaluable tools in the workplace. They improve productivity by at least 300% and can also be used to defuse dangerous situations. And to think the liberals wanted workplaces to be gun-free zones. Huh. No wonder they never get anything done.
And remember,
The only thing that stops a bad hose is a good guy with a gun. Let's head to the next stage. The unmistakable
aroma which fills the soul.
with passion enough to start wars and topple nations. No, it's not me. It's love. You see, when two
Americans
love one another very much, there comes a time when they carry out the age-old tradition of the romantic dinner and proposal. First, the couple finds a decent but affordable restaurant to wine and dine. When the moment is right, one lover pulls out an expensive piece of metal and asks the other for their hand in marriage. If things go well, they get
married and live
happily ever after. If not, then it's quite awkward for quite a while. Welcome to La Barretta, where meals are shot fresh out of Nonna Barretta's kitchen. Whilst the proper American diet consists of burgers and milkshakes, this occasion calls for something more exotic. That's right, we're going to have Italian hamburgers and milkshakes.
So good to see you, dear. How was your day? That's wonderful. This is such a nice place you found. It's very romantic.
Buongiorno, it's me,
Stevan.
Welcome to La Barretta. You two are looking stunning tonight. And I can tell by the way that you have been banging your pistols on the table that you are ready to eat. Please take a look at the menu.
Options about a menu.
I'm sure you will choose something befitting this exquisite occasion. The deluxe or the banquet. I'm legally obliged to tell you that the 5 people were sent to the emergency room after ordering that. Though you look like you have the constitution to handle it. I'll be back with your entree in a momento. While we're waiting, let me explain proper gun etiquette at the dining table. In front of you, you'll find several utensils, each for a different part of your course. Simply use the gun starting from the outside and work inwards with each dish, smallest to largest. We want to impress Taylor, so let's deploy our best table manners and show her that you aren't some kind of ignorant savage. Your entree, a fine Sicilian salad served with a sweet vinaigrette. Enjoy a meal, my amazingly attractive friends.
That was simply divine. Honey, can you call the waiter to let him know we're done?
How can we get his attention? To the heavens that everything was satisfactory. Let me clear the table for you. In Italy, we use our hands. However, this is America. I will be back shortly with your next dish. I guess those Europeans are good for more than just feeding the gun economy. They provide a decent feed at the dinner table, too. Next up, we have a dish specially prepared for the noble patriots like yourselves. I present our specialty, the Italian hamburger. Please enjoy.
Whoa.
I trust the meal was just as fantastic as your fashion sense. Wait. God damn it, we got the worst table in the restaurant. You see, a savvy American always sits in a corner to give them a full view of the area so that they are ready to shoot down any would-be attackers. They're offering a $5 discount for sitting at an unsafe table, but I'd say safety is priceless. The next dish is a Sardinian delicacy, Casur Marzu, perhaps the finest cheese on the planet. Wait, you're telling me it's better than American cheese? Beard of Lincoln. Maggots! This is why you should only eat American cheese, which contains no actual cheese but a whole load of wonderful things like patriotism, reconstituted dairy, and also, that real stuff is likely to give you weird cheese dreams. Now I hope you live on some You scream with the delight, see? Just wait for the nuggets with the regal joy to your intestines. I knew you would love it from the moment you deliberately chose it from the menu. I will fetch your dessert. The final course of our signature dessert, served in Russian style, I present to you Nonna Baretta's famous spicy chocolate truffle. The truffle is infused with the Calabrian demon chilies, wrenched from the ninth circle of hell itself. Their capsaicinoid concentration is so very charged that they actually melt the skull with skin. Consuming them can cause bleeding gums, hallucinations, eternal third-degree burns, and profuse rectal hemorrhaging.
Now we got ourselves a game. You and me.
One of the chambers in that revolver contains the trophy. Fire the gun into your mouth, and if you're lucky, you'll get a load of Nonna Baretta's hot love. Go on, pick up the revolver, Diddy Mao. Go on, pick up the revolver, Diddy Mao. Quit hugging that gun, put it back on the plate.
Hot.
That reminds me of
Very
the
tasty,
raging
though.
fires of war. Sensational. Bellissimo. When you put Russians together with Italians, the results are always explosive, no? I will spend the rest of my days praying that you enjoy your meal tonight. Here is the bill, senor. Oh, dear. I wasn't aware we were at one of those sacrifice your firstborn child style restaurants. Despite your lack of money, you have other methods of persuasion on your side. Ah, yes. Very good, senor.
When I said I wanted a tip, I didn't mean one with a hollow point. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you for coming. I've had such a wonderful time.
Things are looking good. Let's set the stage for the big question. Why don't you try picking Taylor's favorite song from the jukebox?
That's our song. You really know how to make a girl feel special.
Time to seal the deal. Taylor. I believe my friend here has a proposal for you.
Yes, I will marry you. I love you.
Hooray! She said yes. Fire the gun in her hand and pop that engagement ring on.
Hey, so my parents are out of town for the weekend. How about we swing over to my place for the night?
Oh, Taylor's invited you to her house. Let's go.
What's that, you ask? Where did you come from? Well, that's quite a long story. You see, you were produced by a method called sexual intercourse. Now, the ratings board wouldn't want me going into nitty-gritty details, but I'll try to explain it in simplified terms that you can understand.
To create a baby, we need a sperm cell and an egg. Think of the sperm cell as a bullet and the egg as its target. The shooter will position themselves to fire a barrage of bullets towards the target. And even though it may take the shooter many attempts, and they might have to wait until the target is in the right mood to be shot at, the shooter will eventually penetrate the target with one of their bullets. This process is called conception. Think of it like the genesis of America, born from the many bullets piercing the bodies of our enemies. Anyway, around 9 months later, a healthy baby will be born into the world. And that's where you came from. Let me take a moment to introduce you to another one of our fantastic lifestyle products. Once you've used a variety of guns for mid to long range encounters, when the task calls for something a bit more up close and personal, we have the trusty shotgun. Introducing the Steinberg Pump Action Shotgun. Its short-range pellet dispersion and conical spread guarantees blasts that are potent and powerful for those especially intimate moments. Featuring a lightweight wooden stock, it's a joy to grip, either for yourself or your partner, and comes with a variable balance setting that allows you to control the rapidity and force of its recoil. The Steinberg, for when a job needs doing. Before using the Steinberg with a partner, it's best to try it out alone. Get the feel for it, as it were. You'll need to pump the shotgun in between each shot. With that in mind, try off. There we go. Fired up and ready for action. Now shoot down the rest of those targets with flaming shots. The Steinberg also has a special function. If you pump it repeatedly, you can charge up your shots to get them flaming hot. Try it now. Pump it up a few times until you can see smoke coming from the gun. about a fiery passion, make sure to use the flaming shots when you want to get things a bit more heated than usual. I guess it's time for bed. Traditionally, partners slept in separate beds to discourage inappropriate behavior. This is getting a bit too romantic. Wait, candles? Don't you dare light those up. Oh boy, rose petals. This is definitely starting to look like a sex scene.
Hey there, hot stuff. Why don't we get those clothes off of you?
Well, if you're gonna do it, just as we practice safe gun use, remember to practice safe sex. Use protection. Make sure you have the safety on to prevent any unwanted surprises.
What are you waiting for? Undress me.
Whoa, wait a minute. Are you even listening? Hey! So, you're just gonna sit there forever in your own stench, huh? What's the plan? I really hope I don't need to spell out what needs to happen here. We've now reached the halfway point of our journey. We hope you've been enjoying your time in the American dream. I've certainly enjoyed watching you grow into a model American citizen and master the use of your trusty guns. As part of our regular procedure, I'd like to ask you a few questions. How many bullets have you fired since the start of your journey? What? Seriously? Up, try again. Good. How much time do you think has passed since we began our journey? Good. When an intruder comes into your house, which item will help you the most? Correct. Our studies have shown that a gun will be the best.
best option.
In 99 out of 100 house invasions. And the other time, it's a chainsaw. On a scale of 1 to 10,
How much
do you love America? Yes, that is the correct answer. Who is a good boy? Interesting choice. How many degrees should you spin for a no-scope shot? Correct. Anything less and you're a filthy noob. Thank you. During the intermission, feel free to get up and use the restroom, or perhaps purchase some sweet snacks or guns to keep your body and mind satisfied and to keep the glorious capitalist machine well oiled. We've got a lot more in store for you, so rest up, relax, and when you're ready, we will proceed. The pioneers of the gun industry began with humble ambitions. Some saw the rifle as nothing more than a machine made to throw balls. But it was the keen American eyes of our gun industrialists that realized the untapped potential of those balls. Combining American ingenuity with our unmatched manufacturing processes, those noble poets of wood and steel went on to produce guns en masse. It was a glorious age of progress for our industry, but there was one problem. All these guns needed owners, and there just wasn't enough war around to match our supply. An American once said, if you want to make a pile of money, invent something that will enable these Europeans to cut each other's throats with greater facility. And so we shipped our guns to Europe, helping our friends slaughter each other for a while, and business boomed. It was a time of great innovation and prosperity. We made repeating rifles, revolving pistols, Gatling guns, semi-automatic pistols, and even a gentleman's cane gun. However, as our industry grew, we began to see the limits of the market. Relying on ebb and flow of war was simply not sustainable. The gun began as a commodity like any other, an appliance to fulfill a specific purchase. Throw metal balls at high velocity. However, for our industry to survive and to extend our reach, we needed to elevate the gun to greater heights. All right, good to go? Get comfy, strap yourself in, and let's begin the second half of your journey into the American Dream. You proposed to your beloved Taylor, and she said yes. She also happens to be pregnant. So in light of that, your wedding plans have been slightly accelerated. Good job with that whole safe sex thing. When a child is conceived before marriage, family must arrange a hastier wedding to ensure the child is born into wedlock. This is what we refer to as a shotgun wedding.
I'm so proud of you, my son.
Here, take this silencer. Family heirloom. Need it when the nagging starts. Trust me.
Take a look around. All your friends and family are here. Who invited that stupid cat? Anyway, the rest of your life begins here. You'll be working a soul-sucking job 9 to 5. Come home to a family that won't appreciate you, and looking forward to the weekend so you can numb yourself with alcohol and begin the cycle all over again. Let that sink in for a moment. Don't worry, I was joking. Yeah, but that was true. That man behind you is Taylor's brother. He's quite eager to see his dear sister get married. You aren't getting cold feet, are you? Relax. It's natural to have terrible doubts before committing to one person for life. Thankfully, you have just what you need to deal with this predicament. Come on, pull yourself together. You need to warm up those cold feet of yours. That's the way. Confidence is key. Oh, I think it's almost time for Taylor to arrive. My God, what is that noise? The organ player is asleep. Wake up, everyone. Do you really want to? Nicely done. She's playing even better than before. Motivation and yeah. Here today in the presence of these witnesses to join these beautiful young American patriots together in matrimony like Barrow and Stone, commended to be honorable among all, and therefore is not to be entered into lightly, but reverently, passionately, lovingly, and with plenty of ammo. I will now proceed to the wedding vows. Fire your shotgun into the air to proclaim your vow. Do you both pledge to share your lives openly with one another, and to speak the truth in love, tenderly care for one another, cherish and encourage each other, stand together through sorrows, joys, and communist attack? For all the days of your lives.
Do
you pledge to keep our militia well-regulated, our state free, and to uphold your God-given right to bear firearms of all varieties, including pistols, shotguns, rifles, semi-automatic assault rifles, and fully automatic machine guns where state legislation permits?
do.
Yourselves, each other, and all fellow patriots who are well and good in this beautiful country.
We do.
May these rings be blessed as a symbol of your union. As often as either of you look upon these rings, may you not only be reminded of this moment, but also of the vows you have made, the strength of your commitment to each other and to your country. If any person show just cause why they may not be joined together, let them speak now, or forever hold their peace. I object! With that unpleasantness out of the way, you're now in peace and live in love, sharing the most precious gifts you have, the gifts of your lives, united, and your right to bear arms. And may your days be long on this earth, the chances of which increase with daily target practice. I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss. Now, as is customary, you will leave the church as the guests spray you with bullets. The bullets represent rice, which was once used to represent seeds, which were used to represent fertility. But since you've already knocked up Taylor, well, it's all a bit of a moot point anyway. take a look inside the factory of the future, where a single employee can do the work of many. You made it just in time for work. Here at Golding's Bagel Company, all our bagels are lovingly gun-crafted to perfection.
Most customers
Can't even taste the lead. Hit the button to start up the machinery. Oh, that tickles. Remember, the secret to a delicious bagel is the well-cooked dough in that perfect hole in the center. Whoa, no! Someone left something nasty in the dough. Get that into the bin before it gets into the oven. Remember to shoot first, eat bagels later. Keep working hard. We need more bagels, and the boss needs more diamonds encrusted into his watch. Marvel at the unmatched efficiency of the American system of manufacturing. With our cutting-edge machinery and talented workers, whether it be bagels or guns, we have the ability to produce more than anyone could possibly need in a lifetime. Remember to shoot first, eat bagels later. It's lunchtime. Use the vending machine to order yourself a tasty meal and eat up to make sure you have enough bullets in your proverbial magazine.
just like
The diligent bagel shooter toils in the factory to keep our citizens fed. The good people of the gun industry work around the clock to ensure a steady supply of
of guns to keep our
American citizens safe. These are good family people
like yourself.
who want nothing more than to earn a living and feel safe. A bagel without a hole is basically just a bread roll. In other words, boring. As the old saying goes, try not to sell your
Customers
baked
baked
rats.
a bagel without a hole
Is basically just a bread roll. In other words, boring. The boss is watching. Make sure you keep those minds up. I think the boss will be pleased with the results. All right,
that about does it
for today. Let's get moving. After a long day's work,
You now get to enjoy
the weekend with your sweetheart.
We've prepared 2 iconic American activities for you to enjoy.
First, beer. Oh, this delicious golden beverage has several health benefits, including being a nice catch. Now crack it open and have a swig. Our Patriot-ready beers are brewed with love and ample amounts of Patriot juice, extracted fresh from the deep mines of Wisconsin. You won't find a beer as delicious as this anywhere else in the world, except maybe Australia. But they banned guns there, so they can go get fucked. A long day's work, you now get to enjoy the weekend with your sweetheart. We've prepared 2 iconic American activities for you to enjoy. First, beer. Oh, this delicious golden beverage has several health benefits. Nice catch. Now crack it open and have a swig. Our Patriot-ready beers are brewed with love and ample amounts of Patriot juice, extracted fresh from the deep mines of Wisconsin. You won't find a beer as delicious as this anywhere else in the world, except maybe Australia. But they banned guns there, so they can go get fucked. Nice catch. Now crack it open and have a swig. Our Patriot-ready beers are brewed with love and ample amounts of Patriot juice, extracted fresh from the deep mines of Wisconsin. You won't find a beer as delicious as this anywhere else in the world, except maybe Australia. But they banned guns there, so they can go get fucked. How refreshing. Shoot your cans into the trash to dispose of them. How refreshing. Shoot your cans into the trash to dispose of them. Shoot your can into the trash to properly dispose of it. The garbage bin in the corner. Get the can into it. The garbage bin in the corner. Get the can into it. The garbage bin in the corner. Get the can into it. The garbage bin in the corner. Get the can into it. The garbage bin in the corner. Get the can into it. The garbage bin in the corner. Get the can into it. Now that you've learned how to drink a beer like a true American, let me share the next activity. Television! This all-knowing box of knowledge delivers up-to-date news about the community,
The country.
and less importantly, the rest of the world. Turn on the TV, kick back, relax, and enjoy a well-earned break.
Breaking news.
After a recent expression of freedom in a schoolyard, the president has expressed his desire to restrict the sale and use of automatic assault weapons.
Seriously? Those damn gun grabbers are at it again. They just can't leave our freedom alone. The America we love is burning before our very eyes. Are you fed up with tying your shoelaces by hand? Introducing the Cutter 1912, the one-stop tool for all your everyday needs. Just shoot yourself in the foot and you're good to go.
We cannot keep giving a platform to these mass shooters. We are awarding attention and the sense of identity that they crave. The media are creating a whole new generation of copycat killers, and they must be stopped.
Copycat killers? Almost as bad as actual cats.
When you're out hunting and get surrounded by 100 bears, what are you going to do? Let them take you captive and have their way with you back in the depths of the bear cave? Don't be a victim. Arm yourself with an SR-15 assault rifle and send those frisky bears straight to hell.
Holy smokes! Taylor's water has broken. We need to get her to the hospital so that the baby can be safely brought into the world. You remember the emergency services number, don't you? Hello, operator. We've got a woman in labor, and she's ready to deliver us a fresh American patriot. We need an ambulance pronto. And here they are. The ambulance service, much like your guns, can always be counted upon to take care of you in times of need. We're now at Coke Hospital, where the kind doctors and nurses will help Taylor deliver your beautiful child. Like all good Americans, doctors have learned how guns can enhance their productivity in new ways. Rather than relying on dangerous surgical instruments such as scalpels and forceps, doctors have a variety of medical guns to use instead. Surgery has never been safer. Now we play the waiting game and leave the rest to our skilled American doctors. I assure you, things are
Going fine.
wait a minute. Is that guy smoking in a hospital? How irresponsible. Good riddance. This hospital is a safe space once more. Remember, only cigars should be smoked in a hospital, and only after the baby is delivered. Hush! A healthy baby girl. Give the baby a smack on the fanny. A new American has been born. What could she grow up to be? An Olympic shooter? A raider of tombs? A masterful chief? A bounty hunter? A gear of war? A bold space marine? A soldier that answers the call of duty in modern warfare? Anything is possible.
Our beautiful baby girl. What should we call her? Bang. What a wonderful name. We'll call her Bang.
Seeing you two and your new baby makes me think of how the gun factory of tomorrow will spawn new guns and gun owners for generations to come. I hope you're as excited to see it as I am.
Congratulations!
Worked diligently and have been able to purchase your very own home. Whilst your partner takes care of many of the indoor chores, such as the laundry and cleaning, it's up to you to get your guns dirty with the gardening tasks. In many ways, this garden could serve as an allegory for our country. It is vast, awe-inspiring, and home to many fine things. The different plants represent the variety of citizens that call
America home.
some good and some bad. The good plants represent the innocent, law-abiding, freedom-loving masses. Then there are the bad plants. Think of them as the parasites, villains, cats, communists and predators
That intrude on our peaceful
peaceful territory. Amongst the population, there are exceptionally good flowers, such as the noble rose. Roses,
with their
stunning looks and sharp thorns, represent the patriots like you and I. Strong, refined, intelligent,
incredibly good-looking
and deadly when necessary. You are a rose, and your guns are your thorns. Remember, it is the duty of the roses to protect the garden. Guns aren't just useful for tidying up in the garden. They can also be tools for nurturing flowers and helping them to grow to their fullest.
potential.
Here we have a nursery of Americus Libitus Bellus Perennis, or American daisies, known to be one of the most brilliant flowers.
In the world.
They must be cared for with the tender love that only submachine gun fire can provide.
Oh, hey you! How's it going? I could really go for a drink right now.
That flower looks thirsty. We need to find a way to get water onto it.
Ooh-wee, it's getting a bit dry here.
Yeah, boy!
I could really go for a drink right now.
I'm free!
I could really go for a drink right now.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah!
Now be
That's
sure to keep
good.
those flowers happy and healthy. Now the perfect garden wouldn't be
Complete without a nice hedge.
hedge to frame it. Our hedge wall is looking tall and even now. But as it is subject to the whims of nature, this may not
Always be the case.
See? Nature. Unreliable. Guns, on the other hand, they're never gonna let you down.
When Mother Nature misbehaves,
Behaves, we can help her out with a bit of man-made ingenuity. Use your gun to trim the tall hedges, and then call down rainwater to grow the short hedges and get it back into the correct shape. What's that, you ask? How does shooting a
Cloud make it rain.
It's really just simple science. Bullets plus cloud equals rain. Duh.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
That's
let's
good.
get the garden into tip-top shape. Get those hedges tall and even. Take care of those
Flowers and make sure the
lawn doesn't get overrun by weeds.
Oh, yeah. That's good. Oh, yeah. That's good.
Splendid! Look at those hedges. Perfectly
lined up.
The geometric consistency sure razzes my berries.
I can really go for a drink
Hey,
right now.
up there in the sky. The sweet scent of liberty has attracted a group of angry birds. They've got their eyes set on the delicious pie that
Taylor baked for us.
That pie was baked with loving American hands, and by God, it will be eaten with American mouths. Good thing we have our faithful eagle to defend us. Go, Eddie!
That's good.
Okay, well, no matter. I guess it's up to us. Stop those red bastards from taking over our garden. Defend the pie until the timer runs out.
That is good. Oh, yeah.
successfully defended our garden from those foreign devils.
Who thought they
Could take a slice of our sweet, sweet freedom pie. Whilst their guns are out, we must remain vigilant to ward off the ever-present threat to our freedom. Excellent job. You've made your garden into the spitting image of radiant suburban America. Remember the importance
of keeping your garden clean and beautiful?
just as good American patriots keep our homeland clean of those who would try to strip away our freedoms and threaten our perfect way of life. Don't you point that thing at me. Oh, did he? He's in Eagle Heaven now. Let's continue onwards.
Sorry to interrupt the festivities.
But I have some unfortunate news I need to share with you. Some crazed man. Your mother. Oh, incidentally,
Had a gun and shot her with it, but
well, that's besides the point. Good news is, the assailant left the gun at the scene of the crime, and we've recovered it. Guns are marked with a uniquely identifying serial number, so we may be able to trace it back to the culprit. Welcome to the National Tracing Center. This is where the country's records of gun sales are kept. Dealing with gun-related
crime, when justice
cannot be swiftly served with a bullet to the head, we turn to the Tracing Center. In the future, we will have access to incredible new technology to make tracking these criminals down easier than ever. Since a digitized national gun registry that tracks every firearm and its owner is highly immoral and would allow the government to confiscate all of our guns, we turn to the ever-reliable microfilm and paper technology. When you need to find a gun, all you need to do is look through each of the records and check for a matching serial number. Piece of cake. This is taking awfully long. Don't forget, your workstation is equipped with a state-of-the-art internet-enabled computer. This will make buying guns and gun-related paraphernalia as easy as taking candy from a baby. You could buy thousands of rounds of ammunition right from the comfort of your desk. We've even got custom-engraved American Rifle Association belt buckles. Now this is a future worth living in. Unlike computers and databases, paper will never betray you. Paper cut! Paper cut! Ow! I'm bored. Wasn't the last one a match? I could have sworn. Oh, wow. I know what you're thinking. Wouldn't it be easier if we could just search up the serial number in the database? But that's like asking, wouldn't it be easier just to throw our guns into the sea and line up to get fucked by the government? Are we done yet? to give up. Lucky for you, having a gun makes giving up incredibly easy. All you have to do is raise the gun to your head, check it's loaded, and then shoot that big give up button. At least 20,000 Americans every year agree that this is the best option. People die all the time. I don't care what the big deal is. How about we just tell the cops it was Mr. Cinnamon and call it a day? Ask yourself, what's more important? Your mother or the inalienable Second Amendment rights of millions of American citizens? Huh? Oh, thank God we can finally get out of here. As a consolation for your loss, please accept these thoughts and prayers on the house. But now guns can help us make this important time one of peace, love, and happiness. Little baby Bang, you look just like your daddy. Who's that cutie? You are, yes you are. Thanks to your excellent shooting skills, you are able to finish work early, allowing you to spend more time with the family. Many children grow up unloved and weird because their parents were too busy overworking and not smart enough to use guns. We've skipped forward from the breastfeeding months because we were told that exposed breasts are inappropriate. What a shame. We spent thousands on those props. Listen to that. Crying used to be a baby's only way to express itself. But babies of the future will be able to communicate using their guns as well. In time, parents will learn to intuit exactly what baby is trying to say with each gunshot. Young Bang is now old enough to eat soft foods. Let's prepare a yummy meal for the youngster. By shooting the food, we can break it down to make it easier for baby to digest.
Yum, yum. Delicious. Yum, yum. Delicious.
baby food contains key nutrients for baby's development, including milk, carbohydrates, and a sprinkle of gunpowder. Mmm, spicy.
Breaking news. Nefarious cat burglar on the loose. Several neighborhoods have been struck so far, with others no doubt in his sights. Eyewitness accounts confirm that the cat burglar will break into homes regardless of the time of day, even in broad daylight. Authorities advise that citizens should remain vigilant at all times to defend themselves from this menace.
A cat burglar? Oh, I bet it was that damn Mr. Cinnamon. I'm telling you, he can't be trusted. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want some unruly cat burglar creeping into my home. Home invasions and burglaries are more common than you think. Alarmingly, in the United States, a burglary occurs every 18 seconds. Chances are there's probably an invader in your house right now. Do you know what home invaders are capable of? Let me clue you in. They could steal your belongings. They could trash your house. They could sexually assault you and your family and then slit your throats. They could even kill your dog. That's why it's
So important to make sure we're prepared. You see, the criminal who
underestimates an armed citizen is the fool.
who ends up with a face full of lead.
Ooh-wee, can you smell that? Like all Americans, babies must excrete feces. It is the sworn duty of the parents to dispose of used diapers and keep baby clean and happy. To clean up baby, we need to open up the diaper and dispose of her
Precious,
American poop. Made in the USA.
good job. Baby's
Bottom is clean as
as hell.
By the way, it's common knowledge that anti-gunners
Gunners did not
have their diapers changed regularly. No wonder they smell so bad. Something is upsetting poor Bang. Does she sense a stranger in the house? Did you do that? There, Bang. It'll be okay. I don't mean to alarm you, but there might be an intruder in the house. It might be the cat burglar. Get your gun ready.
I made waffles, darling.
Oh, thank God. It's just Taylor. Oh, and she brought waffles. Now you have seen how guns can be used to raise and nurture young Americans towards a bright future amongst their fellow patriots. In addition, we must not forget the horrors of the outside world, where predators are always on the prowl, seeking to destroy the freedom and peace we hold so dear. Remember, the price of freedom is eternal vigilance and a well-stocked gun vault. And lastly, we've learned that surprise waffles are the best waffles. The gun industry sought to position the gun as a symbol representing all that is good in the world. Heroism, patriotism, liberty, freedom, justice. If we could convince the people that owning a gun was more than just owning a tool, that it meant being a proud American, being a force for good, and a protector of the weak, then there would be no limit to our prosperity. We knew we had something special on our hands, so we continued making more guns, better guns, and the money kept coming in. Our factories could now produce millions of guns each year, and each gun was eager to find a home. And so we found new ways to market our wares to the masses. We had guns for men, women, and even toy guns for children. We made an endless variety of gun models and attachments to fulfill the needs of every gun-loving patriot. Our guns embedded themselves into American culture and the media we produced. For role models, we need only look to the heroic cowboy, with trusty peacemaker in hand, or the brave revolutionary, reclaiming his liberty with his own weapon. The gun had become a beacon of hope in a hopeless world, one that was accessible to any American as long as they could afford it. We grew like never before. We used our resources to support our political allies, so they would support the industry and your right to bear arms. Our power and influence ran deep, and in time, we embedded ourselves into the American identity. We made America the gun country. What began as a simple business of selling ball-throwing machines became so much more. We turned our business into a culture, one unlike any other in the world. Only time will tell where the mighty gun will go from here. Shared in the wholesome experiences of fishing and hunting. But in the future, we can combine the two for maximum bonding potential. We've arrived at Colt Lake, known for its crystal clear waters, lush greenery, and abundance of lively fish. Welcome aboard the SS Barrel, your father's prized boat. We'll be using the old Simpson rifle, perfect for shooting underwater targets with its high-velocity shots. You might say it'll be as easy as shooting fish in an SS Barrel. Ha ha ha! Whilst fishing is a leisurely pastime, as Americans, it is our duty to prove we're the best at what we do. So today, rather than just catch any dumb fish, we're going for the biggest fish in the lake. Legend has it that a monstrous catfish, Sergeant Whiskers, lurks in the depths, waiting for a skilled fisherman's challenge. The biosphere of the lake operates on a simple premise. Big fish eat the small fish. By shooting small fish, we'll be able to lure out the bigger ones. Look there, it's a new fish. In the old days, people would catch fish using rods and plastic wire. What a bunch of idiots. Oh, that's a slippery one, isn't it? What do you call a fish without an eye? FSH. In this world, there is an order to things, just like in the food chain. There are the strong and the weak bow to the will of the strong. But arming ourselves, we become strong and ensure that we won't be bending for anybody. Unless you're into that kind of thing, but that's none of my business.
Why not enjoy a snack from the lunchbox? Where does a fish keep its money? In the riverbank!
Such a delicate balance beneath the surface of the water. Millions of years of evolution leading to a perfectly tuned ecosystem. And yet wow, that's a big one. One step closer to Whiskers. Now, we can float over it and blow the blazes out of everything.
You can bring the fish closer to our boat by throwing bait into the water. Why is a fish so easy to weigh, huh? Because it has its own scales.
The strong prey on the weak. Those who wield power have the right to exercise their will. It is through perseverance, strength, and force of will that America claimed its place as the most powerful nation in the world. And that is how its citizens should conduct themselves in chasing their ambitions.
Remember, shoot the smaller fish to lure out bigger ones. Why did the fish blush? Because it's on the boat's bottom.
Is that? It can't be. It is the legendary Sergeant Whiskers himself. This is it, my friend. You know what to do. Take down Sergeant Whiskers and turn him into the trophy of a lifetime.
What did the fish say when it swam into the wall? Damn! Shoot! Why are fish so clever? Think about it. Because